Hello everyone watching and welcome to Charmer Chats. Everyone watching is new here, so let me say that your viewership means a lot. This channel will primarily cover infamous TikToker and predator Nova Online, real name Gabriel Gage. For those unaware as to who Nova is, I would recommend going to other channels such as Chin Universe and Bloodspeth to get caught up, if you aren't already. I won't waste time covering what others have already covered before me, so I will cover what is new with our wonderful show, and it's good that I came in at this point, as a huge bombshell from Nova's inner circle jerk has been made public thanks to Gabriel's so-called friends and Solidus Nova on Twitter. The aforementioned leaks go into heavy detail about Nova and his situation off the camera and away from the prying eyes of people who are willing to call him out on his bullshit and pedophilic behavior online. His most prominent ride or die, Alice, was also, to nobody's shock or surprise, mind you, a troll and a prominent member of the UTTP, an online troll group that spams gore, CP, and doxing attempts across the internet. Nova, being the pedophile he is, seems to have figured these degenerates as his friends. Now, while they certainly share the same boat, they're the furthest from friends. According to leaks from Solidus Nova, these so-called friends of his would repeatedly request Nova give them money for whatever reasons. Nova seemed to cave in every time like the moron he was born as, seemingly desperate for an actual connection, considering he has no real friends and his only family at this point is his reluctant mother. All this spending and money lending to trolls who enable his behavior leads me to question, where does he keep getting all this money from? From this, to buying a brand new MacBook, to paying around $300 for a cameo from Donovan Dijak, surely he's getting the cash from somewhere. It's certainly not his predator business and couldn't possibly be his own cameo. Where is it coming from? Is he mooching off his own mother? Are the friends of his giving him money? Where is it all coming from? How does he have so much to buy so much fast food, Pokemon cards, and useless junk yet still beg people for more to supposedly fix his bike? Where's the bike money, Nova? Moving on to the next subject, in these same leaks we also got confirmation that the account the infamous taking a break from South Park video stemmed from was in fact Nova's, as we see him bringing up to one of his friends as seen via the leaks. He also expressed interest in opening an OnlyFans for more revenue, because, as I said before, he's desperate. He has expressed this same idea in the past but nothing has ever come to fruition, as far as we know. May the gods in Asgard blind us before we stumble upon that horror show again. It goes without saying that Nova clearly doesn't want to change his ways, even though him doing this is preventing him from ever becoming a functioning member of society like the rest of us. Why do we have to work and get portions of our hard-earned money taken out of our pay every week just to have that portion go to comas like Nova, who mooches off and disrespects everyone no matter what? Nova's ego is through the roof and I'm genuinely convinced that even if his mother actually boots him and leaves him homeless, he's never gonna change his ways. He'll be stuck in a perpetual loop where all he'll do is review fast food junk then try getting a hotel room to sleep at only to be booted out because others complain about his stench. This grown-ass man deserves no support and no help, because he will simply push it away. And even when accountability comes around to bite him in his ass yet again, he simply sweeps it under the rug like some little kid. His late uncle was aware of Gabriel's behavior and I'm highly convinced his mom knows by now as well. But the only reason she hasn't booted him by now is simply because he's her son. Alas, most mothers typically try to defend their children as much as they can, even if their child will never reciprocate the feelings and help back. Nova's extremely lucky to have someone like his mom and even his late uncle Drew that put up with his shit. Anyone else would have booted him ages ago. With that said, I want to thank everyone for watching this video. I understand it's fairly short, but I promise to make longer content when the time comes. I also want to let you know that this isn't my main channel. My main channel can be seen here, where you can subscribe to that for my art and animation based content. I'm currently working on an animated film trilogy set in Norse mythology if that tickles your fancy. Also, the text-to-speech voice might not be permanent, I simply didn't have time to do an actual voiceover because unlike Nova, I actually have a job outside of this. All that said, thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Have a good day.